Things might get weird.
Yeah.
Welcome to our life.
Fire. Just kidding. Welcome to another episode of the Hewlett House podcast. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to turn up my...
Your headphone here.
Yeah, I feel like I'm still suffering from the Toll concert. I think I have permanent damage.
You probably do, and I tried to help a brother out here.
You were going to sacrifice an eardrum for me.
I was. At least we could both hear out of one.
I heard that.
Heard that.
Mm-hmm.
So, babe, how have you been? It's been about a month.
Yeah.
At least till we did this. We've actually seen each other within that time. Kind of. But
Yeah.
it's been about a month since we recorded, so.
Last time we did it, we were in Boise, Idaho. Pre-Halloween. Now we're post-Thanksgiving.
I know. So Halloween.
Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving.
And Halloween.
And Halloween. We did a Halloween one.
Well, but we recorded it before Halloween.
Yeah, that counts.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it was on Halloween was the last time we released one.
Yeah. You've been slacking.
Whoa.
It's just when we have a break, we just want to sit down,
Yeah.
Netflix and chill. But actually,
But,
you know,
like, just the chill part is actually chilling.
yeah.
Yeah.
The kids watched The Grinch last night while we played games on our phones. That was our chilling out. Just numbing out.
Taft was like, Mom, I think that you're addicted to that game. And I said, I am for right now.
Yeah.
But I'll let it go here on come Monday.
Our kids will play Fortnite from the time they wake up till the time they're supposed to go to bed. So today I was the bad guy and told them no Fortnite today. Go read a book, even watch a movie. I don't care anything but that game today.
Yeah.
And we don't let them play during the week, during the school week.
Which is probably why they binge it on the weekend, but also they would binge it all week long too.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's maybe like why it doubles over.
Yep.
As well.
I even downloaded a new game last night. Oh, what was it called? It was like a farming game. It was a little bit set up like Fortnite.
Got
Not
it.
Fortnite.
I was gonna say.
Oh, what's that
Plants
little
vs.
war game?
Zombies.
No, I
What's
can't
the other
remember
one you really liked? World of Warcraft.
It was like one of those little war games. It's really addicting. I deleted that one, and then I deleted that little farm game off my phone this morning because I played it for like an hour last night, and I'm like, this is going to be too addicting. And it's so dumb. I'm like, this is so dumb.
So when we did pie night at my parents' house because we were doing Thanksgiving with your mom.
Yeah.
Anyway, and Maddie brought a friend, and so her friend, her, and my niece that are all around the same age started playing this watermelon game. I Want Watermelon is what it's called.
I Want Watermelon?
I called it like 5 different things. Watermelon gay, watermelon high. Couldn't remember the name of it. But Anyway, now I know because that's the game that Taft says that I'm addicted to. It's very addicting. But the thing that I'm irritated about is that gravity in this game is different than how gravity actually works, and it drives me nuts. But I've earned 13 watermelons, and
Nobody knows what that means.
There's lots of hours that have been put into that game the last week.
Maybe you should delete that game.
I will probably not delete it, but I for sure will take it off like the thing. I like to have one that's like a numbing. You know what I mean?
We're not even fighting here. You got to fight for your right to party and live your life.
It's true, though. It's true. I'll delete it. But I got 13 watermelon. That took me like days.
Yeah, I think how many more days you would wait. That's why I was like, well, I'll just keep it on my. I'm like, no, because I'm like, I already spent all this time trying to like grow my little farm thing or my township or something it's called, town something. Anyway, and I'm just like, no, I've already wasted like 2 hours and one night on it, even though it was watching a movie.
Time to go.
Yeah, and I justify playing my games when the kids watch a movie that I am not interested in.
Yeah, because then you're still with them.
I'm here.
But you're more entertained than watching the movie.
Yeah, and maybe that's the wrong way. Maybe it's about being together.
I know, being present. I think We always come back to this.
Yeah.
We always do.
Yeah.
But it's hard when you're just like feel overwhelmed and we have this numbing agent right in our face all day, every day.
I got the NFL package with YouTube this year, and the damn kids have the freaking TV, and they fight me over it all the time. And I just like, okay, lately I've just been letting them watch what they want.
I usually try and make them go downstairs if they're going to be like, doing that stuff.
But part of the reason I took them off Fortnite today because it's the weekend is because they've been playing it since their break.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you guys have had plenty of Fortnite. Taft has been a little bit sick, so I let him play a little bit more, but now he's better. I'm like, dude, do anything else. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just find dopamine elsewhere. You know what I mean? And like they're pretty good at it. They're pretty good at it.
It did snow.
Yeah. It looks pretty right now.
Listen, though, actually, it was kind of perfect because you went Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
No snow. Thanksgiving night, snow. And it was like, hey, we're ready for Christmas.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's really pretty out.
I'm over here thinking.
We did our Costco.
You did it.
You did it. You and Maddie cleaned out her garage so she could park her new car.
A brand new car. We didn't even talk about that. Maddie had a birthday.
Holy cow.
We did a thing where she just got spoiled rotten, really, for her sweet 16. My brother,
Andy, shout out to Andy,
came in clutch and helped us with a new car for.
Meaning he gave her a car.
Pretty much. No, he gave it to me.
Yes.
But I was like, you have to give it to her, but also like I still have to be in charge of it, so it's in my name so that we can still have checks and balances here.
Yeah.
But he's a little sweetie pie pumpkin face.
Yeah. Thanks, Andy.
Like,
that was awesome.
Ball my eyes out. Very generous.
Yeah, her birthday night, he brought it with a big pink bow on it, and she thought her birthday we'd open gifts and everything, and
she still got a lot. Like, I mean,
I had to tell her, I'm like, there's not going to be
a phone and
many birthdays as big as this one, so enjoy today
for sure.
So Megan, Andy's daughter, said, "Hey, Maddie, come help me grab something out of my car." And she walked outside in our driveway, and her car was parked out front with a big pink bow on it, and her reaction was priceless.
It was so cute.
It was so cute.
I cry thinking about it.
I know. It's sweet. She just freaked out, got a little emotional.
It's funny, though, because she was, like, very anxious about being able to get a car.
Yeah.
Because we just kept saying, sorry, like, right now, trying to, like, throw her off.
Yeah.
So that it could still be a surprise.
We're going to have to wait a minute.
We're going to have to.
We'll check. Let's see if you can get a job. Then she was stressing about getting a job, which she still needs to stress about. She needs to get a job.
Well, because she needs to pay for her gas. I told her she doesn't have a job yet. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you get to, because she can only drive the siblings.
Yeah.
Or anybody in the immediate family.
And she has a decent amount of savings already, so she doesn't need to blow that while she.
I know.
And then go get a job. She needs.
So I'm like, okay, well, you go run my errands or run and get Jack from school or whatever, and that's like helping her. I mean, it actually gets pretty. I don't know if it's got a huge tank or what, but she hasn't even filled it up. It's been a month.
Yeah.
And she still
hasn't been
has.
A month yet. It's been a couple weeks.
The beginning of November.
November 9th. We're 3 weeks almost.
Okay. But still.
Yeah.
3 weeks on the same tank.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's a little, it gets good gas mileage.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You can't just give her $20 every week to take Jack to school, and then she doesn't have to go. Then she just spends all of her money going to freaking Starbucks with her friends.
I know.
During lunch. And
well, Starbucks isn't close, but.
When you make dollars per hour, and you realize, like, oh, I have to go work 8 hours to make this money.
Yeah.
And when I spend 2 of those hours on a freaking bagel and a shake, or whatever they get there.
No doubt.
Then it goes fast, and
Cake
you start to appreciate the
apple cider drink.
Yeah.
I think that's what she likes there.
Yeah. So. And 16 was hard for me.
Yeah.
It was.
Do we want to unpack that?
I'll just say this. So. The whole dance thing, I think we've talked about all this stuff and how it was hard and everything. It was just like, I hate every teenage boy. And you just,
you know let it be known anytime it's been talked about.
Yeah. I say words that can't be said on our podcast. And for whatever reason, it was weird. I didn't expect it. I was telling this to Johnny the other night at dinner, but I was just like, it was like there was all this anticipation of this anxiety of, oh, she's going to be 16, she can date and drive, and then she kind of went on a couple dance things anyway and just got asked to another dance, and I'm like, you know what? She's a good kid. We've talked about this, and I've kind of had this, like, you just have to trust them, too, which we do, and so far, they do awesome in school, and they're great kids, so.
I think that it takes a lot of patience on both sides to get through that, because it's like, she needs to understand that we're saying that there's so much freedom. So it's hard for us to give her just like to the world.
Yeah.
Is almost what it feels like, right?
Yeah.
These steps are us letting go a lot.
Yeah.
Letting her go a lot. Real quick, it seemed.
Yeah.
And so I think that's probably why it was hard too.
Well, it was weird because what I was getting to was once we had her birthday and she got her car, that night, I felt my anxiety level drop with her for some reason. It was like, okay, we made it here. And I didn't expect that. I was just like, I just was aware enough, luckily at the time, to go, I feel okay right now.
Yeah.
And
like it'll be okay.
Yeah.
That she's growing and going past these phases.
Yeah, and I think in some ways they're better kids than I was, or we were, or are, or whatever. Yeah. I feel like it's really weird. I was really scared, and there is a lot of crap that goes on, right? And the social media and all the access to digital stuff and whatever, porn and all the crap, right, with kids that you worry about. But also, I feel like in a weird way, they're different than we were in a lot of ways, and I wonder if it's just the way they've been raised and or the way that social life is now compared to where we were. Yeah, I just imagine like if I had Tinder at 16, that would have been really bad for me.
You can't have Tinder at 16.
I would have found a way. I would have found a way. You know what I mean?
I think actually somebody did tell me that they got it early.
Yeah.
I'm all.
They told us, so I remember. Yes.
Oh, you were there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just like, yeah, that would be like. So Maddie just barely got her first iPhone. She's had a dumbed down phone for a while. She's like, my phone is the phone that people get when they get in trouble. And I'm like,
she did say that.
I don't give a crap.
I know. And that's kind of a thing too, is it's not, I try and explain to her, it's not that I'm trying to punish you here. I'm trying to help you grow at a proper speed and take on things at a proper rate that is best for you and your mental health.
Yeah.
Right?
And I don't know that there's a right answer or a wrong answer with any of this. I don't think so
As
long as you can limit and control and that's why you're mature enough. And there's a lot of factors that go into this with each kid, right? And she's trustworthy enough. But like even, sorry to cut you off here, but even like looking at the time she spent on her phone and she's asking for more time because it shuts off at a certain time every day. I'm like, you have spent a lot of time on your cell phone.
Well, and that's the thing is that's why I'm like, this is why I've tried to explain to her, I'm not just trying to be mean and take fun things away from you. I'm trying to give you a little bit at a time so that you can manage this much, and then you manage this much, and then you manage, like she got social media for the first time, right, at 16. So she's got that, which I still, anyway, don't know that is necessary, but.
Some socials.
Yeah.
Is that door open? I think we're picking up her music in there.
Oh, hold on.
I don't know if it's going to help much. Is it good music at least? I can hear his noise. Enjoy it, folks. Enjoy it. Oh yeah, she was. I think that helped. Thanks. She's gonna eavesdrop on us.
Probably.
She can't eavesdrop on us while we're recording, but she can listen to it after.
Right.
Anyway, it's and then Jack finally got like a cell phone like she had, and we're just breaking him in slow. The comparison game doesn't work with me, which is maybe too mean of me, but I'll come around.
Well, no, I've told him from the get-go, I'm like, I'm not a keeping up with the Joneses kind of people. Like we don't, I don't know. I'm not worried about what everybody else has. I'm worried about you and what you haven't, or more of what you need as opposed to what you have.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I try and be like, thoughtful in my parenting, but also, I don't know, there are things that we're in survival mode about too, but.
Yeah. Well, we've had since August, I don't know that we've caught much of a break on a weekend.
Yeah.
Even this week we had Pie night, with your parents, Thanksgiving with my mom, Friday night with Johnny's birthday party. Yesterday we put up Christmas, and by the time what did we go to bed at like 1:30 on 1 or 1:30 on Friday night?
Yeah.
Put Christmas together till like 5 and cleaned up stuff and got rid of some stuff. Oh, and by the way, the one day this year we have wanted the trash guy to take our trash. I have stacked that damn trash can full of stuff before, and we got rid of some bunk beds, and I forgot to put these boards, these like 6-foot tall boards in your van when we went and dumped it. And so I just put them in the trash can, and they fit in there, but they stuck out the top a little bit. I probably could have even gotten them down and further, so they didn't. But they weren't so high. They're not crazy tall.
Above where like the lid was lifted.
They're a little taller than that.
Okay, well.
But they were only in one bin. We have 2 trash cans. He could have taken the other one.
Yeah.
And he just drove by, didn't even pick up our stuff. So our trash cans are so damn full right now.
Like I tried full because I cleaned out the garage and the shed.
Yeah. So Maddie could park in there.
And we have Thanksgiving and a long weekend where everybody's home all week. So
we got rid of our lawnmower.
We
got rid of our old Traeger grill. I got a new Traeger since we last podcasted, and that's awesome.
Did you get that before? I thought. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
I need to keep reminding you that you said it was your Christmas.
Yeah, that's my Christmas. I told you. I've used it a ton already. So yesterday I made tri-tip and chicken. Excuse me, and it helps me meal prep for the whole week.
You do use it a lot.
Like you guys don't like it as much as me, but I use it a freaking ton. And this new one, I can set the temperature from freaking Costco or wherever the heck in the world I am, and I can adjust it and say keep warm. We had Taft's final football game, and the brisket hit temperature, and I go, you were about ready to leave, and I'm like, can you pull it off, please, before you come to the game? Remember?
Yeah.
It is so wonderful.
And I
am grateful this holiday season for Traeger grills.
Oh.
Quick little ad user when we get into it.
That was good.
Thank you.
Was your
this
all
isn't
of the fine print?
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Basically, they're perfect. So it's dummy proof. You freaking season your meat, put it on there, and the smoke makes it taste good.
I know. We like it. We do really like it. It's really good. I just think that we have it every week. And so it's in every meal for like months is what it's been
welcome.
Like. Which is, but also variety.
Yeah. You do a good job during the week cooking meals. Too much. Then we have too many leftovers.
Well, our kids. That's what I'm saying is because we have all of this meat and then I'm trying to like use it, incorporate it. But so half the time I'm like, I don't know, let's just eat leftovers. And then they don't want to eat the leftovers because it's just the same meat.
No, that's not true. I have the meat, there's some truth to what you're saying.
Thank you.
I will take the meat. I feel like I eat most of it during the week.
You do eat
with lunch, and then I'll eat it at night, or I'm trying to eat eggs. I'm trying to meal prep a little bit, guys, okay? Trying to eat a little better.
Trying to work on a girly
I maybe put on a little weight this year. If I can lose 10 pounds, then we're in a good place.
Oh my gosh, if that was all I needed to lose.
Whatever, dude.
Freaking dudes.
But I can gain 10 pounds in a weekend. That's where my struggle is.
Boom, baby.
And the kids have leftovers. There's been pasta that you made, some ravioli, something in the fridge for a week now. And they just reach over that for the milk and then pull out cereal and eat cereal and toast twice a day, or waffles or Eggo waffles or pancakes or whatever has 1,000 grams of sugar in it.
My secret is that I put protein in their Eggos. Shh. And I got this cute little this cute little thing that I can switch out the look of the Eggos.
Make a smiley face.
Oh my gosh, a smiley face and like a Christmas tree.
So we call them Eggos because they're small waffles, but
I make my own because mainly
transferred to the homemade ones that you've been making. Which they eat them, they like them. So good job.
And then I can sneak this stuff in them.
Good job.
So, but they do have that every morning. I was just telling Hayden today that we've eaten way less cereal.
And we got home and what did Jack put in? He made cereal and hot chocolate. I'm like, well, there's zero protein in any of that. There's so much sugar. Oh, what are we doing?
I should teach him to make the hot chocolate with a protein shake or whatever. And then
I'm the naggy parent every time I see my kids eat. But nothing is changing.
But then every time we go to the store, you're the one that always wants to get the good stuff, quote unquote.
I haven't personally bought cereal.
I know I haven't bought cereal for a long time. Like I'm saying, we haven't.
My weak spot right now is the smoked Gouda dip at Costco.
So good.
I'll eat a tub of that in 3 days.
Like, and when we're doing parties like we are coming up, my weakness is that brie cheese.
The brie cheese is so good.
Oh my gosh. Melted with some brown sugar and nuts on top. Oh my gosh.
You said nuts on top.
Stop. This is a PG.
I know.
13.
Don't put nuts on it. Don't ruin it with a walnut.
That's what we do.
No, you leave it. No.
Time.
No.
Just gives it a little extra crunch. So good. You know what else is so good? Stop.
What? I'm listening.
They have these. I have never been a green olive person.
Okay.
But they have them at Costco. They're green olives with jalapeno and garlic inside of it. Maybe that's why I haven't been sick. Because I'm eating like a whole thing of garlic in that olive. Anyway, it's so good. It's so good. I feel like my immune system's been shot, but I've been doing a couple other things, and I've so far so good. I haven't gotten really sick.
I've had the same chest cold for like 3 weeks. It just has gotten slightly less worse, slightly better. Like every
you
week.
Probably had like bronchitis or I don't know, something
I have
bad.
Long COVID or whatever they say.
Yeah, maybe it may have been. Did you have headaches?
Yeah.
And you didn't give it to anyone. Winning.
I don't know. Our town
I guess he's been froggy.
And then even Gwen yesterday. But it's been weird. It hasn't been
but
like
they haven't
bad.
Like coughed. Maybe taffed a little.
Yeah, anyway. It hasn't been like really bad, but it was worse a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had stuff. I went to Formula 1.
Oh my gosh, tell us all about it.
It was really awesome. They were super disorganized.
It was a first time.
I went the last. I should say I went Friday.
The next couple of rounds they're going to be like, okay, this is what we learned.
Yeah, just nobody knew where anything was, like the events or anything going on. And Clay took us on what we called the Death March, and he tried to take us on one the night before, and we declined. And he did the same thing the night before, wandered aimlessly, thinking he was going places he was not going,
and just came back.
Yeah. So the next night, it was funny because Johnny's like, he's like, I have been all over the world with Clay, and this happens every time. So he was asking people like where we were going, if there was actually an event happening.
Johnny was asking Clay would pass people. Them. Johnny's like checking in.
Yes. And we get to like the second person. As soon as the second person said there's nothing over there, we were headed to that new, what's that big
dome thing?
Dome that has all the imaging on it. It was the night before they had a bunch of events going on there.
Oh.
All the stuff that was playing on TV was at that, like, globe. Oh my gosh, what's it called?
I don't remember.
The Sphere. And that everybody sees all over TikTok and everything right now.
Yeah.
Or Instagram or whatever. And it's rad. It was really cool. I want to go inside and go see, like, a concert or they're doing UFC there, I think, next year.
Mm. Yeah, it'd be cool.
It looks really cool.
It'd be cool to go to.
But yeah, finally when the second person told us that there was no event, it was there the night before, then we turned around and walked back to the hotel. And
so how far?
We did the club.
Let's track. How far was that at that point?
We tracked our steps.
And?
It was, I turned it on probably a half a mile in. I think we did 2 miles.
Just like, of your death march.
Yeah. And the one cool part about it is I got to see the Ferris wheel where the entrance to that is because we walked right by there. But we stayed at the Paris. Our tickets were at the Paris. You had to so here's the downside of it. The upside is there weren't a ton of people there.
Yeah.
I think I heard there were like 300,000 people that flew in.
How many did they think?
I don't know.
Do you think that they would project an event like that?
You would think way more than that for this type of event.
So 300,000 you said?
Yeah. And we just flew out of Provo on Allegiant first time. And I've never had good luck flying out of Vegas. And it was a Sunday, but yeah, I was supposed to be home by like 6 or 7, and I think I got home at 10. A clogged toilet that we had to work on. I worked on for 30 minutes. Yeah. It never ends, guys. It never ends here. At least from what we know, Gwen didn't throw 20 cars down the toilet.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Like it came undone the next day after lots of
Home Depot runs and
prep work.
Yeah.
Dawn dish soap, baking soda, all the things.
I think it was the
emptying everything extender out. Yeah. And I got like a 6-foot snake to get it.
Get the poopsies down. Little poopsies. Anyway, so we were our seats were at the Paris. Oh, sorry, I'm all over the place. But we flew Allegiant, and the Allegiant said get to the airport leave 4 hours early. So our flight didn't leave till 4.
I thought it was 3.
We were there by like noon, and our flight didn't actually leave. We boarded at 6? Ugh. Sat on the tarmac for 2 hours and then flew home.
That was like,
it was a
well,
brutal
and you
day.
were saying it was fine.
It wasn't busy at all to get through the airport. We got right through security. Everything was really smooth.
Flying Allegiant though was fine, but the seats were hard. So like for a quick flight, it's fine.
Yeah.
But then you had to sit on the tarmac for 2 hours.
My butt hurt both ways. I had to like sit straight up. My posture was good. Oh, and when we flew out, right as they started to back out, like we were running, they made up time in the air or whatever, I guess they said.
Did they?
But they backed out, and all of a sudden they start pulling back into the gate, and I'm like, we're gonna be stuck here for all day.
How long?
Be stuck here.
Wait,
some girl puked. The girl on the front row puked, and so she just wasn't feeling good. So they pulled up, took her off the plane. Then it took us like another 20. That one little delay took like 45 minutes.
Ugh.
Instead of just like deplaning her and backing back out, it took forever.
Maybe
so
she,
then
like,
we took
puked
off
everywhere.
I think she. I don't think it made a big mess. I don't think it made a big mess. She was a little older. I think she got it done. She was like in her 20s probably. But there at the event, we were at the Paris, and it had 3 levels, like 3 tiers. It was like a big club, and they had glass that you could like look through off onto the strip. And where our seats were actually kind of cool if you could squeeze through and get to the glass.
Yeah.
Because it was the strip between the Paris and the Bellagio. So every once in a while, the fountains would kick on, and these cars would do 200 miles an hour past you, and it was like this so romantic setting ever.
Oh my gosh, you and Johnny, so cute.
It was so cute.
Oh my gosh.
What was cool is it was a straightaway, so the cars were just flying. You're like, boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. And I've never gotten into racing, and I've said this to you already, sorry, but if I were to get into any racing, Formula One would be the one to get into, because it's 50 laps. They're like a minute and a half laps, and so like every minute or so, you would just hear all these cars go by, get really loud for a second, then it would chill out. But you didn't need earplugs; it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Well, you were inside the thing. Maybe you would have if you were outside.
We were outside.
Oh,
it was an outdoor patio, and all the food was included.
You said behind glass. So
I'm pretty sure these tickets were like $7,000-$8,000 tickets.
Yeah.
But it included like all the food, all the desserts, all the drinks, like anything you could want or eat, and the food was actually pretty dang good.
Yeah, there's nothing worse when you're just like, oh yeah, it includes the food, and the food is
a bunch of breadsticks and pastas and
stuff that fills you up for sure. I'll bet.
Yeah. I mean, I think they had that like noodles and stuff, but we ate like steak and fish and and beverages,
food.
Diet Cokes and such.
Oh, all the Diet Coke.
Yeah,
all day.
Yep. And then I won. I think I was up like 12 to 15. Well, I think the first night I won. You gotta hear this. War. We played War.
I get a text message, guys. You know my love for War.
We've talked about it, right?
I get a text message at like 3:00 in the morning, and it said, "You're never gonna believe."
I'm like, you would die if you were here with me. Yeah, it was super late.
This is the most that's been. This is the best it's been, though, babe.
Yeah,
the best.
So War, if you don't know, is
highest card wins.
Highest card wins. So it's cool because it's kind of a girl game. Girls like to play this game, but it's really freaking fun.
I'm a girl.
Yeah. And you're just playing the dealer, so it's if you get a king and you get an ace, you beat the king, or if a 10 beats a 9, just highest card wins. That's it. It's super chill. You don't have to think hard. They just flop down cards.
Yep.
And we didn't go to bed earlier than like 4:00 both nights.
Insanity.
So the first night I think I pulled like a full day.
I can barely get you to stay awake till like 11.
Yeah, I know.
If that.
Yeah.
10:00 is usually max.
Yep. And I think they were expensive hands. They were like $50 a hand. Oh. Well, I'm gonna be super.
Which normally we play 25.
Here. Yeah. Well, they raise the price as the night goes on and as it gets busy. We were playing $50 a hand, and then they switched it to $100. But because we were grandfathered in at the 50 a hand, so people were sitting down, and we just like what sucks is the people that jump in the game screw it up because you kind of get in this flow, and then someone jumps in, and then you get a crappy hand because it messes the game up. I feel like every time someone jumped in, it would freaking screw our hands up.
You're like, we
just got through the bad cards. Freaking get the hell out of here.
My leg needs a seat. Sorry. Broke my foot.
Excuse me. Sorry. So I took about $400 and I burned through almost all of it in the first hour. I got down and I had like, it was like 380 because I had to borrow a $25 chip from Johnny. As soon as I got down to my lowest, and I probably would have walked. I wasn't going to take money out there. I went from 400 to 0 to probably like $1,500. I just went on this hot streak and could not freaking lose.
Yeah.
At the Cosmo where we played, if you tie the dealer, then you either, let's say you and the dealer get the same card.
Yeah.
Then you
go to war.
You go to war. If you don't go to war, they take half your stack. So you go from $50 to 25 and you call it a day.
Oh yeah, you can go to war. So you double your.
So you double your chips
bet.
down, but what sucks is you have to double yours down. So now I got 100 out there, but the house still is only going to lose 50.
Got it.
But at least there, when you go to war, if you tie again, which happened, then you then you win.
You won. Right?
Then you still win. So get this.
That's what it was.
This is my good guy coming through. But there was this dude that sat down next to me, and he was freaking burning through his money. He had $100 hands. Well, he put down this fat stack of chips and didn't have enough to go to war with the dealer.
Oh, no. So did you help him?
He needed $100, and he was trying to talk. He's like, "I'll run and grab it real quick," and I had some money.
They won't let you.
I think they were just like, I think they would have let him.
No, they've told us before they can't.
I know. He was just like, he had so much money out though.
Yeah.
So I just took $100 of my chips and I go, "Here you go, dude," and I gave it to him. He freaking pulls a 4, which is a crappy card. The dealer pulls out. I'm like, "You got this, dude." He gets a 4. I'm like, "Oh shit, that's not good."
Yeah.
But then the dealer puts down another 4. He tied and won. He tried to give me my money back plus 100. I said, "You're good." I'm like, "Dude, you're good." He just wanted
thanks for playing. That was awesome.
Yeah. And we got massages while we played.
Oh.
We kept sending the Johnny or Clay or no
Starla.
Hunter would send the girl over to me for a massage, and then she would finish and I'd send her to Johnny, and then Johnny sent her back to me, or we just kept sending her back and forth. It was kind of funny.
The poor thing.
Now they like it. They made money.
I know.
And one of them, usually they tell you, "Hey, your time's up. Do you want to extend?" She didn't. She just kept going for like an hour, and she's like, "You owe me $60." I'm like, "Wait a minute, lady." So I paid her out with chips, but it was kind of funny. I'm like, she's still going, and she hasn't told me my time's up yet. And then she pulled out her freaking billing machine, and I'm like, "You have never showed me that before." I only tipped her. Well, I felt bad because I was freaking running low on funds at that moment. I only tipped her like $5. I think she was like, "What the hell?" I'm like, "Can you go see him now?" It was pretty funny, but she tried to get me, so she got too.
I'll show you get got.
Anyway, so I won I ended up walking away with like $1,200 that night, and then I lost like $400 the next night, so I netted $800. That's the best night of gambling. Usually I set a limit.
Still even the best.
I'm not a big gambler. I'm really not.
But war, come on.
I know, and I couldn't freaking lose. I was winning on like 2s and freaking the crap. We were just laughing. Yeah, it was hilarious. When the table gets hot, you do not walk. But when it starts to go cold and you feel it, you got to bounce. I was putting chips in my pocket. Once I won my money back, once I got my money back, I was putting chips in my pocket because I'm like, okay,
I'm
going to keep this, and then if we keep going. And then finally, like, I don't know, 3:30 in the morning hit, I'm like, we should probably go sleep now.
Cut even.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Anyway.
That was a good time.
But the race cars were cool. The track was cool. It was crazy that they set it up down there. But yeah, they were just a little unorganized and probably should have been a bigger event. But so I think some of the news was true that it wasn't like a failure. I think people online were trying to say like, "Oh, they're not even close to sold out," and maybe some of that's true, but it wasn't. It was actually kind of nice that it wasn't crazy packed and crowded, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But it was busy-ish down there. I've been in there when it's busier for sure. But what was cool too is when the race finished, they all pulled them out, and at the Bellagio they interviewed all the racers, so you could kind of see right out and then they did all these fireworks on the strip, and I was seriously worried about like a terrorist attack going on because I'm like, this is a huge event and we're in Vegas, and when the fireworks were about to go off, all the security came out of freaking nowhere. I mean, you see guards and stuff walking around, but they were like, they were like outside watching everything going on. But the fireworks on the strip, I've never seen them like that. It was really cool.
Crazy.
So it's wild to watch those cars zip by that fast. You don't realize how quick they turn and can stop, and I know it's pretty amazing. Yeah,
like some speed going on there.
Yeah,
they're professionals.
I was talking to someone about it, and he's like, "Yeah, it's you don't really realize." I've heard they'll lose. Someone said, I don't know if this is true. We should Google this, but someone was saying they'll lose like 15, 20 pounds in a race Just
so that they're lighter, the car's lighter.
No, because it's so intense.
Oh,
it's like an hour and a half. During the race, they'll lose. They have all their gear on. They sweat. And he's like, think about just when you've done those fast go-karts.
Yeah.
How intense that is for like 15 minutes. And these guys are racing these like, and you're going like 30, 40 miles an hour maybe, or however fast those little go-karts will go. They're doing 200 miles an hour, and they've got to like turn on a dime and stop and go. And so I don't know how true that is, but I'm sure that it's a calorie burner, and it's probably stressful.
Oh, I was just going to say, the stress alone makes me just, I'm out.
Burn the calories.
No.
Just need that stress.
That's the diet I needed to try.
That's the diet. Yeah. But I didn't have to pay for those tickets. I got invited to go down because
nice.
So that was kind of nice too. Tried to pay my flights, bought some food, and half the food was free.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Even better.
And flying out of Provo is pretty sweet if anybody ever flies.
It is nice to be able, like, to
small airport.
Pick you up and drop you off was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quick in and
15,
out.
20 minutes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Liked that.
But yeah.
You know what was, I was thinking when you were saying that, I'm like, something that kind of let me down a little bit, like I expected to be better, were the deals for Black Friday this year.
Yeah.
Like, what?
You got to just stay home and shop online and sit and fight the crowd instead of fighting crowds. That's
so
where everything's going.
Which, you know, like, it was fun to go out and be with the kids. I took the two oldest, and then I went with your mom and sister and friends, and anyway. And so it was fun to, like, go shopping with them and be with them, but, like, as far as getting a good deal, I don't really feel like anybody had anything that was mind-blowing worth it. So if you were going out for the deal, it wasn't worth it. If you're going out for the experience, that's when it was. But it was crazy, and it was busy. It was funny because the later it goes, because nothing opened till 8 o'clock. I think there was the earliest I saw anything that said that it would be open, it was 5. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I wouldn't want to wake up early to go. Like, if I was going to go when we did Black Friday before, it was just like, you stay up, you go, because it's midnight and you get it done, you know?
Yeah.
Then you go home and sleep. But this was like an all-day event because it didn't even start till. So anyway, it was different, but it was still fun. We still got some good stuff and found some stuff. But even like you go into Lululemon or something, and they didn't even. It was literally their clearance is what was the deal. There was nothing else. Or other places is like, okay, clearance is an extra so much off. Like, you're just trying to slay out old inventory. You're not trying to.
Yeah.
You know.
I went on Amazon, and everything we order all the time.
Yeah.
Like vitamins and certain things. There was some of that stuff that was on sale.
So you grabbed that.
So I just
back stock.
Mm-hmm. Just ordered a bunch of that crap, and then yeah, it was kind of nice. I mean, the kids kind of chilled at home. We watched some of the Harry Potters.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have been on Harry Potter kick.
Yep.
We got to what? Number 4?
Yeah, last night we finished 3.
Okay.
So yeah, we got to watch 4 now.
I can't.
I kind of
Harry Potter. Like, I like
watch all of that one. I don't think I've ever watched start to finish every one.
I don't like mind it. It's not my jam. It's not like I'm like, oh, like hate it. But I fall asleep every time. Well, same with Lord of the Rings.
Any movie, unless it's scary, you're gonna fall asleep. Yeah. 100%.
Harry Potter's can be scary. Some of my best naps have been during Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, so don't put up a fight when we go to turn them on, okay?
Okay, fine.
And I'm not like this crazy Harry Potter nerd, but I'm like, maybe the kids will like it. And they like it when it's got good scenes going on. There's like Dementors or it's action. Mm-hmm. But when they get a little lost when it's not like...
Continuing on.
Yeah.
Moving quickly.
Yep.
That's when I got 13 watermelons, I'm just saying. Just kidding.
We don't know what that means.
It's really hard to get a watermelon.
I believe it. Sounds like a life challenge.
Anyway, keep going. What were you going to say?
Another thing we can finish up here soon, but I did start a new job.
Oh my gosh,
/ an old job. I used to work at Silhouette like 6 years ago. The real estate market has been slowing down, and I got a phone call that I've kept in touch with a buddy over there. Shout out Justin, and he hit me up and said they were looking for somebody to come work with my old accounts, and the timing of it actually worked out quite nicely, where we could, it helps to have insurance and pay bills also.
Oh my gosh, right?
So I'm still doing real estate. We'll see how the market goes. But yeah, working full time back at Silhouette. I sell they sell a craft cutting machine. I just can't get the crafter out of me. It's just in there.
It's just going to be forever.
We compete with Cricut's our biggest competitor.
Yeah.
There's other companies now that are popping up, but Silhouette and Cricut, I think, kind of Cricut's like the dominating number one, but our product really is better.
Is it? So I'm interested to see what the new stuff is, and because I don't know Cricut, and I just know the old Silhouette that I've had for years and years since you were there before.
Cricut's done a good job. They've done a good job with marketing and
which I think is key at this point.
Yeah, and even those industries are feeling the whatever recession or whatever you want to call what's happening right now in the economy. But I mean, man, it's a good product and they sell a lot of it, and so yeah, I sell to like Walmart and Michaels and Joann and
Hobby Lobby. Oh, not
Hobby Lobby, yeah, but they only carry one of our items right now.
Oh, okay.
They actually got rid of all their machines, like their craft machines, their entire section, pretty much.
They do have vinyl, so. But they have their own line of it, I think, too.
Yeah, so that's the hard part, right? That all these
everybody's coming out with their own
consumables.
Version of it.
I think Michaels, for example, it's smart because their company makes more money, but they'll whatever product they can go outsource on their own, they'll just, if it sells well enough.
Yeah.
It's weird because we can get into this one day. Well, I won't bore everybody with all the details now, but these big companies, like they negotiate a really good upfront price, and if you're not careful, you'll deal with a lot of chargebacks, and they want a lot of money for marketing, and so it sounds all roses and happy times to get in a big chain store, but you got to be careful or you can lose your hiney on it.
Yeah.
So I had a point there. Oh, but yeah, they'll just you want your product to do well, but if it does too well, then it catches their attention and they'll go get it somewhere else and then put their brand on it and make a bigger margin on it even. Man. So I don't know. It's this whole balancing game you got to play. But
bummer.
Yeah. No, it's good.
But they got you. They got you now, so you can come and freaking save the day.
Save it all. Just do everything.
Gosh.
It's so good.
The businesses are growing.
Yep. Can't do that on here.
Why? It's growing.
It's growing. Yep.
Anyway.
Started there a few weeks ago. We're working on some other stuff. We'll see how it goes.
That'd be so awesome. It is nice
life
to have
just get crazier from here for a couple of years. Yeah. Let's just say that. But
it's nice to just like have the consistency a little bit, you know?
I mean, consistency's good.
Yep.
When you have 4 kids, I actually kind of, I felt like, how do I say this? I'm not even trying to be PC. I was having a conversation with the guys at dinner in Vegas, and I'm just like, hey, like, and in the last 5 or 6 years, we have been through it. And I seem like a crazy person because I am. I realize I'm crazy, okay? Faith transition, new career altogether. We survived in real estate for 6 years. We're still doing it. We had our 4th kid.
COVID.
Damn near a bankruptcy. COVID. All the craziness. And I'm like, those are other things I could go back and do a little better. 2 repossessed cars, all the craziness, and somehow we came out the other side fairly unscathed.
We're still in our house, so I feel like
we're still in our house. We made some good money, paid off a lot of debt, worked through a lot of freaking shit. And I'm like, I might get a lot of crap and they were actually pretty cool about me needing to go back to work and stuff. Like, they get it. So that part was nice too. But I was just like, I don't know if you guys really appreciate all the shit I've really been through and how I still am fairly sane.
Wait,
and kudos to
you
too. Kudos
appreciate,
to you too.
Or those guys don't?
That they don't. I'm like, like to them, it's just, I don't know. To some people, I think it's like, dude, just do it. It's easy. I'm like,
put your big boy pants on and.
Yeah, and there is part of that for sure that you just do it. But like, I don't think others see really deep down inside like what everything that's processing. So they heard me complain for a while, and I was Mr. Negative, which they called me out on, which was great. That's why I have good friends. But also, like, we also
have been through it.
We also did a lot and came out the other side pretty damn good, I think.
We're still standing.
Yeah.
So
worked out pretty well. So what's cool is at least I wouldn't change anything up to this point. And still working with Kurt with Green Tech, still doing some stuff there. So we'll see how things go in the next several months or a few months. See what happens.
Yep.
Rates are kind of in the shitter still. They've come down a bit, but I think we have a little ways to go before that really improves.
Works itself out.
Yeah. I have a hard time with a lot of the BS, so like pricing has come down. Homes are going to still continue to come down in value, but there's so much demand that there's still people trickling in. But you have the issue. It's really weird because there are people with cash and they're still buying stuff or building homes. But then you also have affordability with rates. It is too high, so builders are bringing more incentives in to try to buy rates down. But if rates don't get better in the next couple of years, people are going to foreclose and blah, blah, blah. So we'll see if rates get down like the 5 or 6% range, even like sub 6s or fives, sub 6. Like I think you'll see this market.
What does sub mean?
Just under, right around.
Okay.
Like just under 6%. If we can get around that 6% range, I think you'll see this market start to pick up again. I think that's how underbuilt we are. People just need places to go.
Yeah.
And as soon as your payment is about what rent is going to be anyway, you may as well own.
Yeah.
Get the tax incentives and the write-offs and all that stuff.
Blah, blah, blah. All the fluffy fluff.
Yeah.
You know what we forgot to do?
Tell your good news.
Oh my gosh, it was a cute story.
Tell us your cute story.
It's so cute. Let me tell you. Okay. So there was this. Okay. A mistaken text from teen to wrong grandma has resulted in a lifelong friendship. They just spent 8th consecutive Thanksgiving together. How cute is that? So it's like, I'll read the text messages. So the grandma says, Thanksgiving dinner is at my house, the 24th at 3 p.m. Let me know if you're coming. We hope to see you all.
The grandma sent this out?
The grandma said that. And then he says, who is this? She's like, your grandma. He's like, Grandma, can I have a picture? And it says, of who? Of you. And then it sends a picture, and then his picture. Like she's this
so
like,
she sent
older
her
white.
Picture and
she's this older white lady, and he's this young black kid, and he's all, you're not my grandma. And he's like, but can I still get a plate though? And she's like, of course you can. That's what grandmas do. She's like, feed everyone with a little pie. Anyway, and so like from that interaction, now they've had Thanksgiving dinner for the last 8 years together. Is that the cutest thing ever?
So he lived close enough he could come over.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Isn't that cute?
Would you do that?
Would I tell him to come over?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah.
I would probably for sure say, I would wonder.
Yeah. Maybe we could make new friends.
I wonder if they would. I'm almost like, good job, bro, because he actually like followed through with it, you know? Yeah. Where to me, I'm like, oh, wrong number. Sorry. And that's like the end of the conversation. But they had like this full.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cute, kind of fun, but.
Yeah, it is. That's cool.
Anyway, but that's why I'm like, I don't know if I would say, oh yeah, come on over. Which I would. I don't know. This world's kind of crazy. 8 years ago was probably a little easier to say, yeah, come over.
Pre-COVID, pre-crazy, pre-terrorist.
Yeah, no doubt, huh?
Well,
so
cool.
Anyway, I thought that was cute, but then we can end on that since we forgot to do it at the beginning. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll have more. I know there's stuff we're missing. I know there's more stuff that happened. This is why we haven't podcasted for a month. I'm so sorry, but we'll be back. Yeah,
Jack did his first.
He had a fall sing performance. He has a Christmas one.
Killed it.
He had a solo. Did a great job.
Yeah.
Him and Maddie both made the honor roll.
Yeah.
So
many things. Life is good.
Life
is
good.
Crazy.
Crazy.
We just need to remember how good it is. How good the crazy is a little bit too.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. I made the joke the other day that Andy was over. What was it? I was getting after the kids for something. I think Taft. Poor Taft. We love you, buddy. The third kid just gets the freaking yeah. So anyway, I looked at him. I said, "They say I'm going to miss this someday, and I sure hope I do. I sure hope I miss it." Just a lot, you know. I'm so gonna miss it. It's gonna be so nice and sad and good, right? Do we get tired still when we're older? without 4 kids.
Yes.
In 4 different schools.
Do you know what time they go to bed when you get older?
I think the older I get, men seem to sleep less. It needs to go the other way around.
No, they just go to bed earlier and wake up earlier. It's the same.
We should Google this and talk about it sometime. I've heard this is science.
Next episode. Love you, babe.
Love you most.